Hello, welcome back. Today's the last day of this Spiral Abyss. I'm just gonna jump in and see what challenges await us. Bond of Life. Who uses Bond of Life? Isn't that like just Chlorinde? Lunar damage. Okay. Well, luckily this is floor. I really need to build some lunar characters. Luckily this is floor 10, so it doesn't matter. But I don't have any good lunar anything. Where is my traveler? I feel like bloom teams would be fine. And as opposed to over here, we have these are one as opposed to these which are single target. So I'm gonna use Chaska, maybe. Uh, I mean it is 10. Bennett, Auron, and Farina. That'll be good supports for Chaska. Honestly, with how often I use Chaska, I should just level her to 90 at this point, but I just have never bothered because it's not that big a deal for um for attack scalers. Oh, that was crazy quick. Okay. I got the Nilo constellation. C1, and I'll get to C2 next year. That's just not necessarily because she's one of my favorites or anything, but just because, you know, I do use her sometimes, and I want to use her more because I always I always enjoy these bloom teams. But I'm hoping that if I can build her up a little vertically, then I might get some longer term use out of her instead of currently I just kind of use her when there's a lot of enemies at once. But I do think she's also one of the only, she and Hu Tao are like I think the only characters that I have the sig weapons for, not counting Shao because that was standard. I don't usually roll weapon banner. It feels wasteful to me, but a couple times I did I've done like 50 10 pulls on it total, and I got two weapons from it. Oh. Okay, so honestly that's embarrassing, but I'm gonna keep going. I don't think it's floor 10, so I think we'll probably be fine. I don't feel like redoing the whole thing. But, you know, that'll teach me to take things seriously. Because I have been not caring necessarily. Because I was like, well, we're gonna win no matter what. I did not bother to sit around and heal. Anyway, this time I need to be better. Bring out the actual Bennett ring. No order on this time, but that's fine because this is not hard. Yeah, see, 2 seconds. I don't know why that middle stage took me even a second. Anyway, Elemental Mastery. Who benefits from Elemental Mastery? I'll hype them. And obviously my bloom buddies. Oh, we're probably supposed to use like one of the Bond of Life characters like Arlecchino or Clarin to here, but I don't have those. So what? I'll hide them at the top, bloom on bottom, or the reverse. Right. Yeah, I suppose I'll go with that. Unless I want to use Hu Tao or something like that. Hu Tao would be more convenient if I gotten her C1. Oh well, next time. Also, if I had the Floon's team finished building, but I don't have Ino built and I didn't go do the Lunars, so that's fine. I like opportunities for Alhaitham. I'll take... Where's Cookie? Shinobu, there you are. Oh, I'm already using Nahida, I see. That might be an issue. Alternative. Where's Baiju? Here we go. I can use Baiju, and since he's shielder healer, I can ignore Shinobu and put in Fischl, who has higher damage. Looks about right. Maybe. I keep saying, like, I keep hesitating. I need to stop hesitating. It's better to fail and try again, rather than to sit around and debate. I also probably didn't need to use that ult, but it's whatever. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, this isn't a timer, so I don't actually need to worry too much about where I'm going. I just need to keep their eyes on me, and that's easy enough. Over here, please. Nilo's ult is kind of whatever, so I don't mind using it. I can also just heal at any time. There we go. First stage was easy. Only the third stage should present any difficulty, and that's also the one that I might not be equipped for. Normal and charged versus character healing. I don't think I need to worry about character healing. Okay, I'm not handling this well, and Fischl is not as great a partner for this as I thought she would be. Oh well. Still enough to end it. Probably using the ult here is a little much, but it's fine, it's fine. Yeah, this isn't as energy efficient as I want it to be, but this is still stage 2, so we're not really on the timer yet. Are these not Nilo blooms? Seriously, we're so close. I just need that one little bit. And we're gonna keep healing, so there we go. It jumps so much energy at us at once. Is that enough to heal to fill the whole party? Anyway, let's hope that this normal and charge attack damage is going to be enough. Why did I bother with... Okay, I think you can't hurt this guy. Yeah, okay, it's still enough. Even if it's not what I wanted. Not as quite as smoothly as I was expecting, it's still under a minute. If only all my stages that I worried about go that smoothly. Oh, we didn't get the ult didn't fill. How painful. Okay, I got him going with the blooms, now he's just gonna melt. Thank you. That's enough. Well, this stage has 3, so I need... That's a lot of blooms. Alright, now we're done with the easy stuff. Now we're on to the part where I actually have to think, yeah? Luckily, bloom damage is always bloom damage. Pyro attack is something very specific. Although normal pyro... Man, I wish I had my Hu Tao C1 at this point, that would really help. And also Kokomi, if I could use Kokomi on the on both sides somehow. I need some Night Soul. Who's a good Night Soul support? Oh, I'm a fool. Mavica teams already exist. Why was I thinking about what Mavica team to use? Anyway, I'm gonna need to boost the healing. The 80% elemental mastery would normally be great, but we already have. Oh wait, never mind. That 200 was for stage 11. I misinterpreted what was going on. I admit that was maybe a mistake. The 80 could have been useful, but I'd rather my assured survival with the healing, because the Mavica Farina team is kind of reckless. Okay, but luckily, yeah, we got blooms going on here. Blooms for days. It should be enough for 2 stars. I guess yeah, that should be fine. I'm gonna say I can use all my ults because it doesn't matter. This is the last stage. But no, it's not the last stage. This is stage 1. What am I thinking? I am not thinking this stuff through. Whatever. Who's the main guy here? Oh, Capalia. Oh, and also, wait, I just realized I've been using charge attack. I wonder if things would be better if we could use... There we go, normals. At least that ult does a ton. Mavica is a fine enough choice for this. I suppose that's Mavica is a good enough pyro unit that in any situation that calls for pyro, then I can probably just substitute her, even if this was clearly meant for Arlecchino. But I don't want to roll for Arlecchino. I don't like her gameplay. She's just a... There's nothing special that makes me feel like I need to get her regardless. Like, sometimes there are units that have interesting stuff going on that you wouldn't be able to get elsewhere. Yeah, I'm not going to bother using an ult. We're so close in, but there's no way we're going to lose the 5-minute mark. Oh, crap. We almost died there. I wasn't actually expecting that to go so badly. I'm going to have to heal quick. Yeah, so I was so as I was in the middle of saying, a lot of characters they have these like really interesting, unique mechanics. That means that you are kind of missing out if you choose not to roll them, even if you don't necessarily like how they play. But some characters, especially DPSs, wait, oh, wait, why are you Bloom immune? I don't understand this boss, sorry. Does he specifically need to be lunar bloomed? How does that make sense? Sorry, I'm gonna pause. What is this nonsense? Okay, I looked up the boss mechanics. You're telling me it does what? I feel like, okay, that's incredibly cheap. To ask us to have these kinds of immunity mechanics after you ask us to, in a stage where this bloom has the, well, what's it called, the advantage? Who does that? You give Bloom the bonus to bait people in, and then Bloom is completely useless. Why would you do that? So I'm gonna try and brute force it, but it's not gonna. I think I'm gonna have to come back to this one. Yeah, no, this just doesn't make sense as a mechanic. This doesn't count as playing. This is only half my team is doing anything. It's not the half that usually does damage. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, I'm just gonna quit this. This is not gonna work out. Jeez. That was awful. That was garbage. I'm gonna have to build an entire team just to handle that, which is that's depressing because I was really counting on that bloom. Alright, let me look in advance to see. And of course it's the Wild Hunt. Blah. Who Okay, I need a team that has multiple different energy sources. I need to get Lunar is what I need to do, because these are clearly just hard counter Lunar stuff. But I don't have time for that today, so we're just gonna kind of wing it, pray. What can I say? That's incredibly annoying. Alright, new plan. I'm gonna put in up here a Chaska team. And down here, normal attack Pyro. Is it worth throwing Hu Tao in there? Probably not. I'll use double Hydro instead of that. Really, I can't believe I have to use Chaska. This is kind of humiliating. Wait, but you need Dendro for this to work. I don't actually know how I'm gonna do this. Huh. That's embarrassing. I think I give up. I think I get hard countered by this. It's gonna be the first floor 12 that I don't clear in years. But I can't see a way to get through that. Because to beat that boss, I either use a team like Chaska that doesn't rely on Dendro whatsoever, that has multiple elements, or I come in with the yeah. No, that's depressing. It is what it is, though. I tried. I'll try again next month. Maybe a motivation to finally build all these bloom trash, but still. All right, I'm trying again with these teams. I don't actually know if it's something that will long-term work, but I do want to try. So I'm gonna try, yeah, I'm gonna try making him, I'm gonna try abusing the mechanics of the boss to make it immune to Hydro instead of Dendro. And then see how much my blooms can do. This is my current strategy. So this requires I don't pull out my Dendro characters, even though they could do so much more. Here we go. So it's immune to Hydro now, is the idea. So yeah, I'll try this. Spamming my blooms. There we go. I think I've already done more damage to it than I did in the entire 5 minutes that I tried to fight it before. Oh, crap. No more Dendros, Hydros again. This does force a very awkward playstyle that I think I'll have to. I'm obligatory going to have to do 1 star, but that's fine. I would rather. My first priority is to get to the end. Right. There's no point worrying about. Wait. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, I messed up. It's Dendro immune again. That sucks. Here I thought I had my way out. Okay, I'm still stuck on why they decided to put this boss here. That's such jerk maneuvers. Anyway. No more Dendros. Not a single Dendro. That is what I need to do, because I need to make him Hydro immune so I can actually do damage. Yeah, there we go. Look at all those blooms. That's much better. Even if it's kind of fake. Oh no, not okay. I need to try not to trigger a bloom. I'm gonna have this guy's gonna take a whole 5 minutes. Can you believe that? It's just oh yeah. Like, this is not good boss design. This is do you have a lunar team? And I'm sorry, I don't. Not everyone has $1 million to buy the newest units all the time. Why is my Kokomi... Okay, my Kokomi's on Tails also. That's embarrassing. He doesn't, it doesn't long-term matter, but that does, that's a little bit. Oof. Why aren't you on sack? Okay, I can't believe that actually disappeared. It took a whole 5 minutes, but eventually. Whatever. I don't want to think about it anymore, it's gone. I made it past. Now, can I beat this guy in a minute and a half? I strongly doubt. But whatever, even just being able to... This isn't for... Yeah, this was for Prima Gems, it would be very pointless. But it's not necessarily for that, right? It's because I want to complete all the stages in this game that they made for me. It makes me happy to be able to say that I've done all the content that there was to do. Can I beat him on the cycle now? Maybe. That was okay, that was actually almost close, but whatever. I'll just have to 0-star this floor. Disgusting. Even doing a little better on either of them would have gotten me a single star. Not that a single star matters. Whatever, chamber 3. But yeah, a single star doesn't matter because we're now on this stage. And if I'm not going to get 3 stars, so... if I'm already going for the 1 star on each stage, then the 2-star on the previous is enough to make it so that I don't need, the 0-star is still fine, basically. It's also possible that I completely fail and I just take the total 0. That is to say, I don't get any primos for this whole entire stage 12, and all I get is the satisfaction of beating it. The Wildland is also, like, their very existence is kind of a middle finger to players who aren't keeping up with the newest of the new units. It frustrates me greatly, the way they advantage Lunar so much. I don't think mechanics should be mandatory like that in a game like this. Whatever. I'm complaining about nonsense again. Or not nonsense, but things that I don't have the capability to affect. This is gonna take me a solid, like, how many embers do I have to break, I think? It's gonna take me a solid 3 or 4 attempts to get this guy down. Although at least they do become less grating each time, but it's still pretty bad. You're almost done. Just be gone. Wild Hunt's obnoxious. They just don't die. Anyway, at least that's over and done with. Two more enemies and we're done. One of them is mostly gone, so if we're looking at the last guy. Come on, who's standing between me and actually clearing the toughest abyss I've seen in a while? Geovisha. Okay. The real boss. But a boss who's already partway gone. Alright, 2 minutes. Can I take him down? How am I doing? Okay. In a little under half a minute, we got through half of each floor, so I'm not too worried about getting that 1 star. All I need to do is do one more rotation. Yes. Take him down. Be gone. He hasn't, if he's done it, usually you're supposed to deflect his attack with shields, but I guess the Geo crystallizes enough. I'm usually afraid to take this guy on without Zhonggu. But I guess that stuff's unnecessary. Goodbye. Whatever. Really worse than my standards that I like to have, but whatever. I'll take it. I'll take it. Honestly, with a challenge like that, I'd feel satisfied just beating it. That was rough. Anyway, for real this time we're done. Till next time.